On July 7th, this window closes. The smartest AI model in the world came back this week, and until July 7th, it is included in the Claude plan you already pay for. So I ran it on everything, 6 apps, 6 prompts, 1 shot each. It edited my video better than Google. It cloned a tool I pay for monthly. These are the 5 things worth running before the meter turns on. Quick context, because this story is genuinely weird. Fable 5 launched and it was the first model in a new tier above Opus. Then on June 12th, the US government hit it with an export control order and Anthropic had to pull it offline. Gone mid-project for everyone. On July 1st, it came back with new safeguards, and here is the part that matters for you. Until July 7th, Fable 5 is included in your normal Pro or Max plan up to half of your weekly usage. After that, it moves to paid usage credits. So you have a few days where the most capable model on the planet is effectively free inside the plan you already pay for. I am not going to pitch you benchmarks. Everything you are about to see is a real artifact sitting in my repo right now. Let's get into it. Thing number 1, One Shot the Impossible app. When Fable 5 launched, I gave it 6 prompts that should not work in one shot. 1 prompt, 1 attempt, no follow-ups, no bug fixes. If it broke, it stayed broken. It built a YouTube channel factory that scores video ideas. It built City Rampage, a top-down open world game you can actually drive around in. It built a virtual drum kit called Boom Room that plays like an instrument. It built Dustline, a rally stage with drifting physics. It built a creator intelligence dashboard that pulls my channel stats. And it built Takumi, a full luxury watch storefront that looks like a real Shopify site. 6 prompts, 6 working apps, 1 shot each. That is the test I would run first. Take the app idea you have been sitting on, the one you assumed needed a real dev team, and fire it at Fable 5 as one single prompt. Do not baby it with follow-ups. The whole point of this model is that the first answer is the finished thing. Worst case, you lose 10 minutes. Best case, you find out your impossible idea was a one-shot all along. Thing number 2, clone a product you are paying for. This one changed how I think about software subscriptions. I asked Fable 5 to clone Google Docs, not a toy text box, the actual experience, live formatting, the toolbar, document feel, and it just did it. That storefront I showed you, Takumi, same story. It looks like a site an agency would charge $5,000 for. Here is the move for creators. Write down every tool you pay a monthly fee for and ask which of them is really just a nice interface over a simple idea. Then spend 1 Fable prompt cloning the 20% of it you actually use. You will not replace everything, and you should not. But some of those subscriptions are 1 prompt away from being a file on your laptop that you own forever, and this week finding that out costs you nothing. Thing number 3, and this is the one nobody is doing yet. Hand it your raw footage and let it edit. I film screen recordings that run over an hour, full of retakes, silences, and me talking to my editor mid-recording. I gave Fable 5 the transcript of a 65-minute raw video and asked it to build the edit. It read the whole thing, all of it, in one context and produced an 18-cut edit plan. And here is the wild part. While filming, I narrate my own edit. I say things like, cut that out, or let me say that again. Google's Gemini model missed every single one of those spoken markers. Fable caught 9 out of 9 and matched my human reference edit 15 for 15. That edit engine now runs inside my editing pipeline. This is what people miss about this model. It is not just a coding engine, it is judgment over a huge context. Reading an hour of messy transcript and knowing what a human would keep is exactly the kind of work cheaper models fumble, and it is exactly what you should be feeding it this week. Your raw footage, your 100-page doc, your whole code base. Thing number 4, turn the toy into a tool you ship. Back in the first test lab, one of the impossible prompts was a Tinder-style swipe deck, a silly pixel art demo, swipe right, swipe left, a toy. A few weeks later, that exact swipe deck became the front end of a real app I use every single day. It generates a tweet in my voice every hour, drops it into the deck, and I swipe. Right means it gets scheduled and posted automatically. Left means gone. My entire Twitter presence now runs through a UI that started as a one-shot joke prompt. That is the mindset shift for Vibe coders. Stop treating one-shot builds as demos for the timeline. They are part. The game you one-shot today is a physics engine you steal next month. The swipe deck is a review interface for anything. Build weird things this week because every one of them is a part on the shelf. Thing number 5, know when to put it down. This is the honest part of the video. 2 days ago, Anthropic shipped Sonnet 5 and it is exactly 5 times cheaper than Fable. $2 in, $10 out per million tokens against Fable's 10 and 50. I reran the exact same 6 impossible prompts on Sonnet 5 and honestly, it held its own on most of them. So here is my actual routing rule, and this is how I would spend your window. Everyday work, tutorials, scripts, routine code, boilerplate, that all goes to Sonnet now. Fable gets 2 jobs. The hardest one-shot builds the stuff at the absolute edge of what is possible. And the long context judgment work, editing footage, reading entire code bases, making calls that need taste. Before July 7th, that premium tier costs you nothing extra. After July 7th, you will be paying credits for it, and knowing exactly which jobs deserve it is the difference between a power user and someone burning money. So that is the plan. One shot your impossible idea, clone one subscription, feed it something huge, and let it judge. Ship one toy as a tool, and learn your routing rule before the meter turns on. You have until July 7th, and honestly, this window is the most fun I have had building in years. I hope it does the same for you. And if you want to see where those 6 apps came from, go watch the video where I gave Fable 5 6 impossible prompts, one shot each. It is on your screen right now.